Welcome back to the Mindful SMP. First off, this is my second time recording all this. I had some really weird issues with OBS. I think it's sorted now. Previously, we worked on a little bit of a secret project. Today, we're mostly going to be doing some base work. Although first, I have an elytra payment from Todd. 1 feather falling 4 book. I made some small improvements to the base. Previously, this was just dark oak, and I didn't really like it, so I thought, why not use one of the most underappreciated blocks in the game? And I think it looks really nice. It just adds a little bit of contrast and draws your eyes to this beautiful thing. I built this in between episodes, and I think it looks really nice. If you can't already tell, it is a super smelter mixed with 2 little single-use furnaces. One of them is a blast furnace, which smelts armor, ore, and tools. And the other is a smoker, which smelts food, and more food. So yeah, this is a rather small design. You can pretty much make this as long as you want. As long as you have enough fuel, it works perfectly well. But yeah, over here with the smelt input, just gonna flip it on, and you can see this is my favorite part. It is just so satisfying. But yeah, if we go up above, you can see that it is relatively simple. It just goes back and forth. You can also see that over here we have the coal input, and it actually fuels not only this array, but these over here. Other than that, everything gets put into here, and it comes out in sets of 9, so it's relatively simple. And actually, the reason that I started here for the episode, because we're going to be working on a little bit of a redstone project right over here, and I needed some good redstone blocks. This project is going to be relatively simple, so if you want to follow along and reduce the noise in your base, go for it. If you can't already tell, we are making an on and off switch for our nether portal. In my inventory is pretty much all the materials you're going to need. You do need a water bucket. So to start off, we're going to place some scaffolding blocks right in here. This design will work on pretty much all portals, unless it's some really funky portal. To start off, just going to place these 2 dispensers in. Again, this will work on any portal, so if these are obsidian here, it's still going to work. Next, you're going to want to come over here, and you're going to want to grab out all your redstone components. You're going to place a redstone dust here. This is really important, but you want to click it so that it turns into this. So it's not powering this block right here when it actually is activated. Next, you're going to want to place a redstone torch right here, a block right here, a sticky piston here. You're going to want to place a little bit of an L shape here. Next, place a repeater right here. On top of the sticky piston, you can place a block. You want to place another repeater, set this one to 2 ticks, place a block here, and then another piece of redstone dust. Now it is important that you have a block here. The whole idea behind this is that it's going to be covered up just like this. The redstone's all done, and now we just need to hook up an input. Because, as you can see, there is a block right in front of the obsidian, we're not able to place a lever right here. So to work around that, we're going to add a few little blocks here. Just go like this, add a repeater here, and a redstone dust here. Now what you do not want to do is if you are putting an input, you don't want to do this, because again, it's going to be powering this. So what you want to do is you want to run a repeater into either this block or run it into a block adjacent to it. Again, make sure that this is just a dot. Now that we have that done, you want to place your flint and steel in this one and a water bucket in this one. You can put as many flint and steel in here as you'd like, but you can only put 1 water bucket in this one. Next, place your lever here, and if it's a standalone portal, you can actually place it straight here, and then you don't need this little bit of redstone over here. However, since mine is not a standalone portal, I have to place my lever right here. And you're done. Simple as that. Flick the lever. It works absolutely perfectly. When you want to turn it off, just like that, it's gone. The one flaw is that since I'm on multiplayer, it's pretty much always going to be on due to the fact that I don't want it to break because someone wants to come to my base. But this is a really good design for single player because you don't get all the noise. And, of course, if I'm recording and I don't want to hear another portal, off it goes. Speaking of redstone, lately I've been trying to work on my organization, so I've been working and trying to put together the perfect redstone shulker box, and wire my ender chests in there. This is the start of it. I actually didn't put levers in there, so that's perfect that I had them on me. But it's going to be all the stuff that I might use. So at this moment, I'm missing quite a few things. Honey blocks, tripwire, string, all the good stuff that you obviously need. And of course, like pressure plates, buttons. But I think those will come as I need them. That being said, yeah, these shulker boxes are not as organized. This is my food box, and I think I'm going to dye it, as well as this box, which needs named. Actually, speaking of named, all of my shulker boxes need named. I literally have no names. And also, my under chest is a real mess. Like, I need to fix this up. Dies, so I'm actually gonna be making a dye box. And while I did that, I also got a ton of terracotta. Wow, that is beautiful. And if I actually use tooltips, you can see that each of them is nicely organized. Like, I even made a few more for like stuff like oddities, heads, and of course I renamed a bunch of boxes. Although yeah, other than that, I wanted to test something out. I think I'm right about this. I know when you name a container, it takes on that name at the very top. So it's like if I were to name one of these chests, for example, grass, it would show up as grass right here. But I actually wanted to see if the same went for ender chests. So we're gonna name this one subscribe. That's disappointing. While we're at the base, I did want to show you guys some stuff. I got a glow squid head, which actually looks hilarious. I also popped this up. This is the one that we got from Todd. For now, I'm just going to be using this room for mob heads, but in the future, we will be adding a spot for player heads. Because of course, I love killing players. It's just my... Anyways, I actually wanted to place an ender chest in here, and I'm not actually sure where a good spot would be. I guess keeping with symmetry, I'll just add... Oh, that looks terrible. I know it's not going to look the best over here, but that definitely looks way better on this side. While I'm at it, I think I'm going to clean up this line right here, because it's been bugging me. That looks much, much better. And of course, I think I'm going to add a roof here. I just remembered melons don't get pushed. Doesn't look that bad. What do you guys think? I actually like it quite a bit. It's really simplistic. It definitely hides the fact that there's ice right here, which beforehand really didn't look good. Let me know in the comments. I might continue it over here, but I want to hear what you guys think, because I'm kind of in between. I like it, but I also think that it could use some improvement. Oh, and it looks like the head gods approve. I only just noticed that. Previously in last episode, I actually didn't do this, so we're gonna make sure that we complete it today. Oh. Piglin
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
some trouble finding a head. Instead of giving up, well actually I already did give up, but instead of admitting defeat, we are going to ask others to help us. Perfect. Now that we have that sorted, I actually want to show you guys another thing I did off camera. These beautiful trash cans. Basically, I have put these all around spawn. You can see one there, you can see one there, and right there, right there. I don't believe that's all of them, but it's a good majority. The reason I've actually done this is a little more complex than you might think. You know, trash cans, people don't really think what they put in them, just, you know, trash. So if someone were to throw out something maybe valuable, it would be a shame for it to go to waste. So, you know, they could just pop it into the trash can, and you know, it'll just disappear. No need for them to worry. Of course, I'm collecting all this stuff. As you can see, quite simple right now. However, in the future, I do want to make them more complex so that we can be a little more sneaky. You can sort of see that a lot of this is trash, but every once in a while there's bound to be something good. Like this one. Look at that. Just some player heads. Like, look at all that stuff. Look at all this lapis. Wow, that's I actually need lapis. I'm gonna take those. And the whole reason that they are on shulkers is so that I can easily come down here and be like, oh, wow, that is a lot of heads. I can just come easily down here, go like boom, and off I go to change them out. Of course, it would be a pain if I had to go through these manually. So that being said, I'm gonna find a place to make a trash processing plant. And of course, I'm gonna be really conscious of the people around me. Being a trash collection company in a big corporation, I don't want to pollute the people. I don't want to spread toxicity throughout the land. So that being said, I'm gonna find a nice secluded area. Who am I kidding? Corporations never do that.